Hello guys, it is the Majestic Game here again with some more Battlefield 1 gameplay. Today we'll be playing on the Sinai Desert map, a map we haven't particularly played in as much as we should. It is a very nice map, and I do like how there's so many great spots to snipe on. But anyways guys, let's get into this. So I hope you guys are having a great Saturday. I am too. I'm really excited just to post another video of Battlefield 1 for you guys. You know, it's always a pleasure to, make these videos for you guys, and it's really no problem. Anyways guys, I'm sorry if I haven't posted in for like 2 days. I'm sorry if I haven't posted for like the last 2 days. I actually hit my head really bad, and it actually hurt really freaking bad. But I really didn't feel too well. I mean, I might have got a minor concussion. I probably didn't, but it felt like that for sure. But anyways guys, I'm back and I'm better, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. So let's move in on objective E. Yeah, let's go on objective E on the Mazawa outskirts. A fairly interesting name. That's definitely an interesting name. The Mazawa outskirts, man. That's an interesting name for sure. I love these desert maps. If you guys know the like the 1960s movie Lawrence of Arabia, that's like one of my favorite World War I movies. Especially that's a lot to do with like war in Arabia, and I think it was really freaking interesting. You don't really see too many movies about the war in Arabia, especially in World War I. I mean, the war in Arabia was not really talked about as much as, let's say, the war in like France and whatnot. I mean, to be honest, I think the only reason why the war in Arabia has really become famous is because of Lawrence of Arabia, of course, the famous British officer who took up the Arabian customs and helped them revolt against the Ottoman Empire, ultimately helping win the war in this leader of war. But besides Lawrence of Arabia, this might not have been the most well-known war because it was just so far away in the middle of Arabia. But at the same time, the conflict that was going on in Arabia at this time, with the Ottomans, trying to take control of the Arabians, and the Arabian tribes trying to take over the Ottomans, had a lot to do with World War I itself, obviously. But a lot of these, hatred and how do you say it, hostility towards each country, like hostility between the Arabs and the Ottomans, really started a while ago. I mean, the Arabians were particularly just a small group of tribes, pretty much. And the Ottoman Empire has pretty much ruled half of the Middle East for centuries. I mean, just a massive empire, And so Arabia was pretty much kicked out and pretty much forced to rule under the Ottoman Empire rule. Now, obviously, I'm pretty sure that the Arab revolt was not the only Arab revolt. Obviously, this was very important, especially in World War I. But what made the desert so important in World War I? I think the thing that's really important about the Arabia was just like the lush oil. Now, it may not be as important as it would be now, obviously, because we've run off oil pretty much. But back then, there was so many new inventions for war and new vehicles, and so oil was pretty much a necessity for the soldiers on each side of fighting. And so Arabia was a very good place to attack and to get control on with the oil supply. But not to mention, it was also a great place to move supplies through. I mean, it's a huge freaking desert, and so you could pretty much have tons of oil supplies across the whole map, and you could pretty much across the whole map and landscape of Arabia, and pretty much get well needed supplies to the troops. Now, speaking of supplies, if you guys know the Battle of Gallipoli, I believe it was 1915, where the Australians, French, and the British actually attacked, and sorry, not just the British, French, and Australians, but also the New Zealanders. New Zealand also attacked Gallipoli around the Dardanelles coast in, I believe it was around Arabia, I believe so. And they pretty much had to attack a beachhead, and if for you guys just to understand a little bit more and be more familiar, it's pretty much the mission called the Runner. If you guys know that mission and the campaign section of it, that's pretty much what Gallipoli was. And it was definitely a very bloody fight. I mean, it was pretty much a failure for the Australians and New Zealanders. They really did not, succeed all that well. I mean, I could definitely understand why they couldn't. I mean, attacking a freaking, wall of dirt and mound that was pretty much attacking a freaking, fortified cliff that was pretty much fortified by, machine guns and artillery guns. It was pretty much just, how do you say it, a suicide, pretty much. I mean, it's just suicidal mission to accomplish. But there's New Zealanders, Australians, and the French and British were very brave, and you guys gotta remember this. They charged with all their might. Now, eventually, you know, there were a lot of soldiers who went into fighting, were hoping to get something different besides the war in France, because, you know, of course, trench warfare was definitely not something you'd want to happen. It's definitely a brutal style of warfare, and no one should have to indulge in it. Never, ever, period. But anyways, guys, that's sadly not what the young soldiers received when they came. Of course, they didn't really have any trench warfare when attacking, but soon the Ottomans and the Allied forces became in a deadlock along the Dardanelles cliffs, and eventually they had to fortify themselves with trenches in order to raid it out, and one side would attack each other. Now, to be honest, the Ottomans were more on the defensive side, and the Australians and the Allied forces pretty much came in with all their might, but a lot of the, you know, attacks failed miserably, with thousands, probably millions of men getting killed in each assault. And that's what the worst thing about World War I was that, you know, one side was digging, but then the side that was forced to attack pretty much got destroyed, and it was just a horrible part of World War I. But anyways, guys, I just thought I'd give you, you know, that, you know, a lesson of history. You know, I do know a good amount of history myself, and I'd love for you guys to learn more. History is definitely a great thing to learn, you know, because in order to succeed as being a successful human being and successfully function in society, you need to know the mistakes that we had in the past and understand to fix and to prevent the problems in the future. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if it wasn't, you know, super exciting. I really wanted to just give you some brief on, you know, World War I, maybe the Gallipoli campaign and the Arabian warfare in brief, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So guys, I will be posting tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps, you know, if you could just take like a second out of your day to like it, and maybe just even subscribe. It really will help my channel grow, and really will give me more motivation to keep going and, you know, make the best, hopefully at least the best Battlefield 1 content on YouTube. And anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.